My name is Richard Merritt. I'm with Lincoln County Customs. I'm a mechanic. Today we're going to start with the basic tools that you need for the Lincoln County foot treads. We have our safety glasses, just a standard set, a set of ear protections. Also we have an air saw, and you don't have to use an air saw, you can use any kind of cutting tool just to get you a nice clean edge. Just a pair of pliers, any kind will work. A punch I took and cut down so I can punch out the rivets. A ball peen hammer, a tape measure, and a Sharpie marker. And then a couple of different various clamps that we use. And you can use any kind of clamp as long as it clamps it down tight to the tunnel. Also an air chuck to blow off the metal shavings. I use a short 3/16" drill bit and also a long 12" 3/16" drill bit. Some sort of power drill, and then a rivet gun is what we use. And then I use rubber pieces to clamp down between the tunnel and the LCC treads so I don't scratch the powder coating. This is the Polaris Pro chassis. Well, the first step we're going to do is knock out all the rivets. That way they're easier to drill out, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the edges, 3 on the back support bracket, and then the 1 on the very rear. You're going to leave the hardened rivet alone. And we're just going to start knocking them out. Step 2 is going to be to drill out the rivets. On the Polaris, there is one rivet coming up from the bottom that is also part of step 2. The Polaris step 3, you want to take your carb cleaner, some sort of cleaner, and clean your board off. That way your marker sticks to the aluminum. And on the Polaris board, you want to take and get as close as you can with leaving enough room that you can rivet to on the inside of your holes, your stock holes. And if you want, you can come out a little bit when you're in between them and then work your way back in. You want to take and measure out 3/4 inch and mark right here, basically in the middle, all the way back. Okay, on step 4 on the Polaris, you want to come right where this inside rivet was and mark your line right here in the front. That way when you come across, you leave enough space.
I will study those right now for $800.
For your foot treads to have 2 rivets go in to hold that front nose piece down. Step 5 on the Polaris Pro, we're going to start cutting on our lines. Okay, so after we get back here, you have a rear support bracket. Do not cut into it. So when you get back here to this line, you want to take an angle grinder, something so you can just score it. You don't want to cut into it. You want to take and you just want to go over top of it nice and smooth. Then go back to your cutter. Go across. You want to just go right along this outside edge. And then come right here by your hardened rivet. Cut that, and then take and just bend it up. And bend it back down until it breaks off. That way you do not cut into your bracket. Okay, step 6 for the Polaris Pro. When you set your boards in, you want to make sure they go up underneath the 2 rivets. And also, the board won't sit flat in without loosening up your 2 10mm nuts on the support bracket on the back of your running board. Okay, so step 7, make sure that your boards are underneath these 2 front rivets on your foot stop. Make sure that it's all lined up. And then you want to take your piece of rubber, put it up, and then suck it up against the piece of the tunnel. That way she's up against this. And then also you may need to take a clamp and clamp it down, up and down way, so it sucks it up against the bottom of where you're going to put your rivets in. Okay, step 8. Now that I've taken the board back off, I'm going to clean. Want to make sure that you mark it out so you get the sticker centered, and put a mark on the far point of the C and the back part of the L. Slide your board back into place, making sure that the board is underneath these front rivets on your foot stop. Okay, step 9, after you get it all clamped down into place, you're going to drill out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the upper support, and then all the lower ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the lower support ones. All of them are pre-drilled, so all you should have to do is drill into the tunnel. I'm gonna put a towel on so I don't leave marks on the boards. Okay, step 10 of the Polaris boards. Gonna clamp down the front for the 2 holes that are gonna come up through. There's no measurements for these. You're just gonna pick 2 places to put 2 rivets coming up through the plastic and the stock running board, and then the LCC board. On the back here, I'm gonna, where this hardened rivet was, I'm gonna clamp down next to the hardened rivet. Okay. And then on your back support, where there's 3 holes, and you're gonna come up from the bottom. Okay, step 11 is going to be marking your holes along this edge. So what you're going to do is you start at the back, measure in 2 inches, and there is a little beveled line from where the metal got folded. Measure 2 inches in and then put your mark. Then you're going to move to that 2-inch mark and measure down 6 inches and put a mark. So every 6 inches, you're going to put a mark. Until you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks. So you're going to have 6 rivets along that edge. Okay, the last step on the Pro is to place the cleats down. You can put them either way you want, front or back. We place them to the back. That way the snow, when you run your feet back, the snow falls out. And you have 3 different sizes of teeth. You have a small, a medium, and a large.